guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be showing you guys my Leopard Gecko setup. It's pretty much done, but there's a few things like heating and stuff that I have to do because I'm getting him in a few days. I don't have him yet, but I wanted to show you guys his setup, and then I also purchased just a few things that I wanted to show you guys that I thought would be interesting, I guess. But I purchased a lot of stuff like a while ago and it's all in his tank or with his other supplies. So it's just a few things like supplements and things like that. It's like right here, so I'm looking at it. So I just wanted to include that, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yeah. Okay guys, now I'm just going to give a quick haul of just a few things I got. Like the heat mat and thermostat I just received. I also got a human hide, but I already put it in the cage, so you'll see it in a few seconds in the tour of his enclosure. Sorry if any of the quality's bad, but it's late at night and I'm getting kind of tired. But I'll just show you a few things I picked up today. So the first thing I picked up today is his heat mat and thermostat. It's like a pretty big one, as you can see, for 1/3 of his cage on his hot side. And then I also have a thermostat to regulate it at a certain temperature that I set because I do not want it to overheat or cause a fire or burn my reptile. So I am using a heat mat, but I'm also using a heat lamp and UVB 5% bulb. So that's what I'm using for now for him. I will definitely change in the future to be a better heat source than a heat mat, but for now this is what I'm using. I'm aware that it is not like the best heat source, but it's the best one for me at this current time in my life. And then the next few things, I got a lot more than this, and most of it's in the cage, but these are just things I picked up today that I wanted to show you before I give you guys a setup tour. So I just got a few things from PetSmart. I got this spray bottle to mist his human hide with. It's a small spray bottle because I have one reptile that I'll be misting daily, so it's not that much water. The other thing I got was these tweezers that are stainless steel to feed him with. I love these. I've always wanted to buy these for some reason. Like, I had this intrusive thought I needed these, and I finally got them. They're pretty good price. I got them at PetSmart, if you were wondering. And then the other things I got were kind of like supplements. Well, they are supplements. I got Repti Calcium without D3 because I have a UVB light. I'm not going to go into detail about D3, but make sure if you have a UVB light that is safe to use with your Leopard Gecko, do not get calcium with D3. Get calcium without D3 because they can overdose on it. There's way more details about D3 and the calcium and supplementation, but this is just something I got because I need calcium. And then I also got Reptivite Reptile Vitamins without D3 as well by ZooMed, which is the same as my lights, my calcium, and a few other products I bought. But this is supplementation, like minerals and vitamins for like every so feedings. Yeah. But I'm really excited about finding that at my local pet store because I can get those refilled easier than online. I couldn't get the Arcadia supplements and minerals because they're UK based, and I literally couldn't order them because they're in pounds and I live in the US, so that was a bit annoying. And then I also got ReptiSafe, which is for his water, and this is really good if you have tap water from like a well water thingy, which is what I have. And it doesn't have chlorination in it, but it does have possible bacteria for your reptile, so I got this, which I saw good reviews on, and I'll research more before I use it, but this is what I'm going to use for his drinking water and his misting water. So that is everything I got today for my Leopard Gecko that I don't even have yet. So yeah, now on to the tour. I completely forgot to mention that me and my mom made the backdrop out of like some tapestry from Joann Fabrics, and there's like a little time lapse of us making it, and I thought it was really cute, so I'm going to put it right here before we get to the setup, just so you can see us making it and attaching it to the tank. And as I said, there are a lot of other things I got over time because I've been researching for a few weeks, but I'm not going to go in depth into that because it's just too much right now, and I can't. But enjoy the setup.
Gotta find my way to you, even though you're next to me. No matter what I do, your heart is drifting out of reach. Head underwater, I'm swimming harder, trying to keep this alive. Gotta find my way to you, now that our love has capsized.
So this is my Leopard Gecko setup in a 20-gallon long tank. I'm really excited about getting him, and I love the setup so much, and I really love the backdrop that gives him a little bit more security that me and my mom made. As you saw in the time lapse, it's so cute and I really love it. And if you want a tutorial, I'll definitely post one sometime in the future. But I'm going to show you guys in the inside. There should be a cold side and a warm side and at least 3 hides, and the 3 hides should be a human hide, a warm hide, and a cool hide. The warm hide they should be able to bask on top of, and it should be able to warm up, and it should have multiple entrances, as you can see mine does, and you can actually go on top and bask on it. And their humid hide should be big enough for them to comfortably go in when they're shedding their skin, which they eat, so you probably won't even know when they do it, other than they will look a little bit grayer. So I have this Exoterra humid hide, and I'm going to use paper towels in it to provide humidity, and I'll mist them daily. Paper towels is the substrate, as you can see, in the entire enclosure, just for the first 5 months as a quarantine period. And then I'll switch it to loose substrate that is safe and won't cause impactions or any other harmful things. And then their cool hide should just be basically just a hide without anything else on the cool side of the tank. Warm side should have a heat mat with some sort of overhead lighting. You don't need overhead lighting. There's a lot of different heating. I'm not going to talk about that right now. And then you can also add fake plants. If you use real plants, you do have to be careful not to use any harmful ones, but I just have some fake plants here for But I just have some fake plants here to add some color to the enclosure, and I really love it. It's right behind the humid hide, so it shouldn't burn any toxic materials into the enclosure by having it on the warm side. And there's a lot of natural driftwood I put in here, like this mopani wood that he can actually kind of shelter under. As you can see, it's hollow on one side. And then he also has some cork log, which is really good. I love cork logs. This is just a too small of one for my Syrian hamster that has never been used with him, that I picked out from my pet supply closet because I wasn't using it, and it's clean, and he can go through it and go on top of it. And then he has multiple food and water dishes. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use for food or water, but this one is his calcium bowl, which I recommend using just bottle caps, but I did find this, which is basically a bottle cap, and I'll just fill it up to like the rings for a good amount of calcium without D3, because they can supplement themselves calcium for the most part, but you do have to dust supplements and some calcium on their live insects from every other feeding. Not every other. There's a very specific schedule, but I'm not going to go into that. So that is his basic setup, other than talking about the heat mat that isn't in here and the thermostat that would connect to that, and then also the thermometers that I don't have, that I ordered 2, and they should be coming, one for each side of the cage, and then there's actually one also for the middle ambient temperature, but one for the cold and hot side. And then I'm also getting an infrared thermometer, oh my gosh, I can't say it, thermometer gun to measure the humidity in his humid hide, and just more specifically like on top of his basking spot, just to make sure nothing's getting too hot or too cold or anything like that. Obviously, there should be a slight dip in temperature at nighttime as well, but you should still have some sort of heating at night just in case, because you don't want them to freeze. But that is his enclosure. So, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. You don't know how much I literally appreciate it, because I appreciate it a lot. And I'm super excited to post more hamster content next week, because I love my hamster moves, and I think he thinks I don't, because I'm posting so much, one post, but my first official post about an animal I don't even have, but I am probably getting it sometime this week, and I've been researching about it for weeks and weeks, because I do that for all my animals before I even think about getting them. So yeah, but I'm excited to post a vlog of me getting him, maybe in a few days, don't know, but I hope it is in a few days. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and also comment down below any suggestions or tips if you are a reptile owner and own leopard geckos for a while, if you want to critique my setup or anything so that it's better.